Hello and welcome back to Settlement Survival. We pick up where we left off, rebuilding our beloved town after a terrible, terrible sandstorm that has just annihilated everything. Um, it's going to take some doing to get this town back up and running. It is, I mean, we're dealing with liquid shortages, we're dealing with housing shortages, just we have nobody left to work when people die. Most of our students are gone. We're losing a bunch of people that are dying of thirst. This is not good. I probably should have used the shelter to gather people in when that hit, but alas, I did not. I thought it was automatic, and I was very, very wrong. I mean, on the plus side, we're going to have less people that need clothing and food, so a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But yeah, just a bunch of people are dying of thirst. Um, we did send out a caravan to buy a bunch of water, but it's going to be a while before that gets completed. So hopefully we repopulate. We do have immigrants coming in here, so I'm actually eagerly looking forward to that. It's crazy how we went from having 250 extra laborers with no care in sight to running out of people entirely and having a real hard time making it through. It's crazy how rapidly that can change on you. So we are getting some of the basic houses rebuilt over here. There was some deconstruction that took place. I'm not really sure why or how it determined to deconstruct certain types of buildings versus rebuild them, but it did whatever it did. Let's go ahead and get another laborer in here. We need as much water as possible because that's our current bottleneck. And I'm really hoping we get the water up and running, because dying of thirst is what is really affecting people at the moment. Looks like we're starting to address it. I mean, there's only 24 people that are currently struggling with that. So it's at least improving. We lost like 200 citizens overall, which is crazy. All right, we don't. Let's recruit a doctor there. We do have some clergy there. We're gonna have to go around and like add people to all these places that are missing um missing laborers. My hope is that we will eventually address all the laborers. Right now, we have such a small amount of students, simply because all of the schools got destroyed. We really do have to get the steel up and running as well. Okay, we have stuff going on there. Yeah, we really got to get more people in here. Keep getting this water up and running, because we are just completely out. The houses are slowly being rebuilt. It's going to take us years to recover from this, which is just so shocking. Temperature drops extremely low. That's not good. I'm hoping a lot of our housing will be rebuilt by then, because that is going to be extremely problematic. Let's go ahead and put a farmer in there. We have people working these. There's just no water available, which we are currently working on addressing. Okay, our caravan returned to town. Was it the caravan that was getting water? I hope so. I hope that's what they're unloading right now. Looks like it is. Yep. There we go. All right, so our immediate water outage is being somewhat addressed. We still have a lot of work to do. We definitely need to get these factories back up and running, because this is not going to do us any good, not having any steel available. Once this is rebuilt, I will reprioritize building this ancient smeltery so we can get steel production back up and running. We do need to get these forges back up and running as well. And advanced smithies. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll get it all back up and running. We need more repair workers, I think. We have 6 builders in here, so hopefully that will be enough to address the immediate building need. We are out of water again, which is not good. Seems like we're not fully addressing the water issue. I will form another caravan. Um, who should I buy? I buy water from you. I could purchase water, right? All right. Let's while we have the people, let's go ahead and form a caravan and just go buy some more water. That's going to be a problem for a little while, so we might as well just keep plodding away at it. This stuff is slowly but surely being rebuilt. We probably should focus on getting the market rebuilt. That's probably pretty important to making sure that these houses stay, you know, full and get the appropriate stuff. Same with the boiler room, bathhouse. Probably should put a little more effort in getting that up and running. Maybe a little less effort into farming. I don't think that's really much of a concern at the moment. We have a boat coming in. We might find some useful stuff to trade there. Let's go ahead and look at what we got. Backpacks could be useful. Spirits are good as well. Let's go ahead and buy... Well, let's just sell a bunch of this stuff off. 60, 78, 1744. Just do 2,000, 1,000, 5,000. We could go ahead and sell the corn because we're gonna have so much excess food now that we're dropped population. Buy a bunch of spirits that'll help get us by with the liquid, and then I would like to buy at least like 400 backpacks, maybe 500, and then we could kind of bridge the gap with coins. All right, what do we need? Another let's, what else can we buy? We have straw shoes. We don't need more of that. We could get another, like, a bunch of iron tools. All right, so we could drop that by... How many more iron tools can we get? That's over by 1, but that's fine. That'll at least address our immediate tool need because we're not out of tools, but we're going to run low. At least with this, we get a bunch of regular spirits in here. That'll help, I think, reduce our water consumption, which will free up the water to be used for other things. Uh, just kind of try to get things back to something resembling normal, but we'll see. Okay, so some rebuilding is finally taking place over here with the marketplace. I'm not as worried about the boiler room because that is going to be, like, if anything, they'll just take more coal from our stockpile and we have plenty of it. So I would like to get some schools up and running. It would be nice to get that kind of back in business. Snowstorm is going to be really problematic for the housing, so I definitely need to make sure housing is taken care of. We could turn that off. Oh, no, off. Okay. It was already off. All right. I think at this point, I'm not going to say water is addressed, but there's at least spirits available. And that should take care of most people's thirst. Housing is what is the real issue at the moment. So I'm going to let them focus on getting the housing rebuilt as much as they possibly can. I would also, I guess, kind of focus on rebuild the big things like the luxury apartments because that's going to just get a lot of families all at once. So let's go ahead and focus on getting that taken care of. We're out of water again, which is not good. I really can't put people in here until I have more laborers available. So I kind of have to wait a little bit. We're getting this luxury apartment put back together pretty quick. We don't have any building kits currently. So we really have to get the smithy back up and running after we get the oh, we have 1,000 building kits? It must have kept them all from when they were destroyed. Because I don't recall having that many in storage. I'm actually looking forward to these immigrants showing up because we need more laborers. Okay, there we go. Luxury apartment is up and running. Let's go ahead and get this advanced smithy going. We do have the bathhouse up and running again, and the school. So let's go ahead and make sure we're using paper in all the schools. That gives us 60 students. We do have to rebuild the academy and the boarding school as well. Those should be pretty high up on the list of things that get taken care of. Let's do the boarding school because it houses a lot more students. All right, food-wise, we are just overflowing with food. So I guess that's kind of a good problem to have. We should be almost done gathering the water from that place, which should at least help stave off thirst a little while longer. Although we kind of took care of thirst buying a bunch of those spirits. All right, we have boarding school almost done. This can get back to work. I think they were making probably sturdy hardwood tools, I would imagine. I don't think. Yeah. So that's fine. Forges probably need to be rebuilt. Get them up and running. At least the moods are starting to get better. We are starting to get some laborers banked up. Although I'm sure there's places that need people put in them. There we go. Output's increased 20%. A nice little bonus. All right, so paper is what we're currently short on. We could use another person. Oh, that's because the water wasn't there. That makes sense. Hopefully water is becoming less and less of a concern over time. I'm not 100% positive it actually is, but ideally it would be. There we go. We get students in here. It doesn't let me choose paper or not. Interesting. At least it gets more students. Try to get this academy up and running. And then once this forge is done, we can work on rebuilding some of that. One good thing about the housing being, demolished is I can go back and build garden villas here. And I might want to reconsider some of this housing. Like I might want to get rid of some of this housing and slap down a luxury apartment instead. And actually, I might very well do that. I'll go ahead and demolish those houses. Not that we don't have anything else to do, but that'll at least provide an immediate jump in the amount of people that are housed. All right, let's go ahead. One of these was making toolkits. I think you were making toolkits. We'll go ahead and start on that. You were making building kits. I think we'll reprioritize to get you done. They're kind of working on everything all at once, though, so that's fine. Immigrants should be coming in pretty soon. I will gladly accept them. All right. Come on now. We're getting there. All right, theater's rebuilt. That should make people happy. Oh, there's the snowstorm. Did we get the immigrants in here yet? It's not a good time to not have a house, I'll tell you that. So the immigrants should have arrived, right? I don't know where they are. There they are. All right, let's accept all of them because we need the bodies, and they're probably gonna freeze to death anyway. So we'll just need more people to fill those spots. Okay, let's get paper going here. So our students are back to school pretty consistently. I'm very worried about people dying from the cold. Can we fit a luxury apartment in here? We can. So I think I will demolish these two buildings and put a luxury apartment there as well. Hopefully the snowstorm will be over before it becomes too big of a problem, but you never know with these things. All right, I would like to maybe prioritize, maybe a little counterintuitive, but prioritize destroying these houses in the middle of a freezing snowstorm. But that is only so I could build a luxury apartment. All right, come on, destroy it already. Come on. Get rid of that pesky house. There we go. I don't know if the snowstorm actually stopped or if it just stopped making a noise. Because it still says -70 up here, so that's pretty chilly still. I think they're destroying that house now. They are. Let's prioritize getting this luxury apartment up and running. We have the school back up and running. That's great. Although I think we have enough kids being taught at the moment. Maybe not. Maybe there's even more that need that. All right, some of this housing is being rebuilt. The luxury housing is definitely getting back up and running. Once we demolish this, we'll slap another apartment down. We can get some garden villas going over here. Then we can destroy those houses. And then I'll build some garden villas there. I assume they'll fit, but I might be wrong. Building kits. Yes. Let's get that up and running. Thought I saw another question mark over here, but I might have just missed that. We do need water. Give me all the water. And give me every job that makes water. All right, I think we're finally running somewhat in the positive on water. Not 100% sure there, but people are working. People are available to work. Tech points are starting to churn again. Everything is slowly but surely recovering from that disastrous season. Our housing is slowly recuperating as we rebuild everything. Do we need another, like, is it logistics or services for like a building? A builder's cabin. So I'm going to slap another one of those down for now, because I just feel like we need more people working and just dedicated to rebuilding these homes and rebuilding everything that's kind of fallen behind here. Yeah, we've eaten up all the laborers. I hope some of these kids like graduate from school. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We did get this luxury apartment built, so that's kind of nice because that occupies that puts a lot of families, 15 families. We're out of laborers. So as these people die, we've got nobody to replace them with. Which sucks because then we have to go back around and try to find like where people aren't stationed. Or where we're, shy on people, like here. But we really can't address that until we have either more kids become adults or I mean the good news is like we got happiness, health. It's all like headed in the right direction. We do need a laborer in here to be in the theater. The mint needs to do this, but we have nobody to work it at the moment. We have no teacher here at the moment either, which is a perfect example of not having enough laborers. So the good thing is, I think we could just turn off some of these plantations for now. Because we have ample food at the moment. And that does give us some people to, plug these holes for the time being. I do want to leave some available, just so that they auto-populate. I should probably put somebody in here. Start working on steel, because I'm guessing steel we don't have that much of. And we have a decent amount, actually. All right, we're down to one laborer again. Nice. All right, so let's pop all this in there. I don't really want to, I don't think we want to get rid of the alpaca wool. Maybe we do. All right, so what is useful here? Well, let's get one oven. We have some iron tools. Beer would kind of be nice. Hand carts is nice. Let's do 200, 300 hand carts. That would at least 1270. Oh no, we were way over. Okay. 500 hand carts. I don't. Yeah. Okay, so this would be 22. Let's just put that in. Let's say add another 80. All right, so that would be 2330. There we go. Do a transaction. Be done with that. We are out of people again, but at least we have kids in school. Let's go ahead and make sure we're using paper everywhere that we can. This winery is not doing anything, but we still have some spirits left, so I'm not overly concerned about that at the moment. We'll get the smelter up and running when we can. So really we need to focus on like the yellow exclamation point areas once we have the available bodies to work it. Okay, we are finally getting some of these buildings built. They should hopefully come up here and start building these again. Our housing is it's the same merchant ship, right? Yeah. I wish I could recruit people. Like hire more people to come in. All right, so that may have taken like the whole time, but at least we finally rebuilt and are recovering from the storm, the sandstorm that just absolutely decimated us. But we're finally like getting to a good spot. I think we're trending in the right direction. We have plenty of food. We're out of the water rut, at least for now. Most of our housing is rebuilt. There's only 19 people left that need housing, and we're in the middle of building some additional housing over here. And then we're going to expand and build another like luxury apartment here. So overall, I think recovery is going quite well. We have students up and running again. We have 200 students, which are going to eventually change into adults that will work. Yeah, let's go ahead and get planks up and running over here. All right, so I think that leaves us in a good spot to put the cut in for today. We did a good job recovering overall, I think, and we're pretty much done. I'll slap this luxury apartment down before I officially call it the end. But yeah, this leaves us in a pretty good spot overall, I think. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel in case you want to see more content in the future. And we will catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.